What is good, everybody? Tunji again from Ceasar Graphix. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make this album art. What makes this interesting is the part where we convert an image to a bouquet. So without any further ado, let's jump into today's tutorial.
Okay, so if you need the exercise file for this project, there's a link on the description of this video where you can get the images. All right, so as our custom, we need to create a new document. So I'm going to click on File and I'll select New. So we're going to be using the standard album art frame size for this project. So I'm going to change my units to centimeter and I'll use 12 centimeter by 12 centimeter. So because this is going to be printed, I'm going to make it 300. And my project name is going to be Ceasar. And I'll leave every other settings the way they are. And I'm going to select the create button. So first thing I'm going to do now is to drag in the image of my character. So I'm going to drag that and drop here like so. And I'm going to scale this real big, just like so. All right. Okay. Position it here, because this area is where I want to put the name and the title of the album. So I'm going to just position this here and hit the enter key on my keyboard.
Alright, so the next thing we're doing now is to add the interesting part of this tutorial. So we'll be converting our image to a bouquet. So let's continue.
All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is to drag in our image. So I'm going to drag my image and drop here like so, and I'm going to um, increase this big, okay, and I'll change the blend mode to screen. All right, and I'll go to filter and select blur gallery and select the field blur option. All right, so I'm going to make the blur strength to be 15 and I'll increase the light bokeh, which is what will give us the bokeh effect. So I'm just going to increase that like so. So we're beginning to get the bokeh effect. So I'm just going to make that go this big, and I can even increase the strength of the blur more so as to have more bokeh effect on my project, just like so. And I'm gonna hit the OK button. Then I'll zoom out and I'll position this where I want it. Oh, you know what? Let's just scale this a little bit more. So I'm using the free transform to do that. And I think I can just push this here. Just scale it a little bit. Just hit the enter key. All right. So I'm gonna position this here. Then I'll add a layer mask to this and select the brush tool. Then I'm going to increase the size of my brush. So I don't want the effect to touch the face. So we need to use the soft brown brush to do this. And I'll turn on the transfer option. All right, because I'm using the Graphix tablet, but if you don't have a Graphix tablet, you can reduce the strength of the opacity or the flow. So I'm just going to apply my brush. So, okay. I'm going to break the chain and just push the bouquet image in a bit. All right, now the reason why I decided to remove the chain is so as to not move the layer mask with the image. You know what? Let's just increase the image a little bit more. So I'm gonna bring out the free transform again and just scale this up a bit, and just move this here. Hit the enter key. Right. So if I zoom in now, you know what? Let's just add more blur. I'm going to go back to the blur gallery. So this is the advantage of making your layer a smart object. So I'm going to double click here and go back to the blur filter, and I'm going to increase the blur. Okay, so this is good. And I'm going to increase the bouquet. The bouquet color, I want it to be colorful. So I'm just going to increase this. And I'm going to select the OK button. All right. So now if I zoom in, we have this. You know what? I mistakenly applied the brush to this side of the layer. So I'm going to select my brush to, I'm going to switch my foreground to white, and I'm just going to take out this, and I'll switch back to black. All right. So I think I like the look of things there. And
The next thing we're doing now is to add color lookup.
so I'm going to go to the adjustment tab here and select the color lookup option. And I'm going to switch to um, a Fuji 125 Kodak 2395 here, and I'm going to select this. And you see we have this faded look effect on the project. And the other thing I'm going to do again is to add noise. So I'm going to select Alt and click to create a new layer and call this noise. And I'm going to change my blend mode to soft lights. No, soft lights. Then I'll check the fill with neutral color 50% gray option, and I'm going to select the OK button. Then I'll go to filter, noise, and add noise. All right. And I'm going to make my noise 15%. All right. And I'll select the OK button. Now I'm going to reduce the noise effect a little bit. Now, the reason why I always apply the noise effect to my project is so as to give it this, this soft feel on the face. I'm going to go to adjustment tab now and I'm going to add hue saturation. Then I'll increase the color a little bit. All right, just like so. Then it's time to put the name of our character. So I'm going to click on the text tool and I'm going to type Lisa. Right, and I'll change my font style to Vulgar. So you can get this font from Google Font, and I'm gonna change the color of my text to white. All right, and I'm gonna make a copy of the name. So I'll change this to James. Then I'll scale this down. This should go in, just like so. Zoom it a little bit, and I'm going to type the title of the album, but I need to reduce my font size. And I'm gonna call this what? So the same, I'm gonna use another font again for the name of the album. So you can get all the font I use on this project from Google Font. So I'm just going to position this here and just add tracking. So I'm going to hold and shift and hit the up arrow key on my keyboard, and I'll bring out the free transform and just position this here, and I'll position this here just like so. All right, so the next thing I'm doing now is to add gradient map so as to have different options of the album art. So I'm going to click on the adjustment tab now and select the gradient map option here, and I'm going to go to the settings and I'm going to go to under blue here. All right, and I'm going to switch to this color here. All right, now you see this is one option, and I can make a copy of this and hide this, go back to my gradient map again and choose another shade of color, maybe this, and I'm gonna hit the OK button and I'm gonna check the reverse um, option here. So now this is hiding the face of our character, so I can go back and just just have fun, just play with different gradient map options here. So I'm just going to click on, let's say this. I think the purple is hiding the face of my character, so I can go with the pink. Let's see what the pink is going to give us. All right, this is another beautiful option. Let's see if we go to red. Let's see what red is going to give me. I think I like this option, so I'm going to save it. So I'm going to click on the OK button, and that's it.
I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and if you have not subscribed, remember to hit the subscribe button and remember to ring the bell so you will be notified when I post my tutorials. I'll see you guys again in the next one. Peace.